Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
If anyone is in the chat yet, can you let us know if you can hear us and
Anybody
how we
hear
sound?
anything? Let me see if.
Let's say Ash is going to do our sound check for us. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the Joint Committee Podcast. My name is as always, got to love it.
Here we go.
Ooh, now we're back for a second.
It's
Cool.
like we're back for a minute.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone is enjoying their holidays.
Yes.
Everyone's watching some fun stoner movies, getting super high.
Hey, Vitron, how you doing? Can you hear us?
Hey, V. Yes.
Yeah,
Sounds
apparently.
Yeah, cool.
pretty good.
Do we sound all of us sound pretty good?
Yep.
We're not like too loud or anything.
Sounds pretty nice in my headphones right now.
Cool.
Cool.
No. Well, me take my spot here. I got fucking bunch of dabs loaded up.
Hell yeah. Let's take a nice fat dab. Get this whole 420 started.
Yeah. So, as many people know, it's 420, and
Sorry, guys.
basically, stoner holiday. Once you start, you don't stop. So we're gonna play some D&D and also smoke a shit ton of weed. Consume responsibly. Consume responsibly, because the joint committee's in session. So it's been a minute since all three of us were together.
Yeah.
Some
Yes.
shit has happened, and one of the things that's happened is we're all a bunch of accident-prone motherfuckers, apparently. Ash threw herself down the stairs the other
I
day.
did.
Yep, she just couldn't take it anymore. So,
I mean,
Oh, she's so sick of us,
yeah.
But yeah, happy Easter, happy 420. Welcome to everybody that is here, anybody that's going to hang out. We're kind of doing just an extra long stream today. I'm going to be back and forth between over here on the couch and over by the computer. So mainly, what I would like to do is have each of you guys recap kind of what happened in your individual sessions.
Sure.
All right. So one of you can go first. I don't care who.
I go first if you want, Ash.
Okay, yeah.
So, for Gorthan, he essentially was just trying to understand his book. So, for the first while Gorthan had this book, he never opened it because he didn't fully understand that you had to open the book to use it. He went around trying to find someone that can help him read it. And in that whole fun little path, he ended up meeting somebody who showed him the path of the worm. And the Path of the Worm gave him warlock magic, so he is now a level 1 warlock, which is going to lead to a lot of fun shenanigans I'm really excited for.
Interesting. Okay. Where was I when this happened?
Well, I mean, at first you were saving Gorthan.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after
No
that,
big deal.
it was just like
You're still muted.
Just like when you were
No big
in
deal.
town, So that's what we kind of need to establish is when Gorthan is off meeting with, I forget her fucking name. I need to take better notes. I suck at taking notes. It's just kind of how it is.
I wasn't there to take the notes, so.
There you go. I love moving up, so that's gonna go for a second.
Cool.
So you met basically a disciple of the Great Worm.
Yep.
And she talked to you about your magic. You met her in a bar, in a tavern, right? It's just this tiefling woman skill, and then you started talking about your magic and wanting to grow it.
Yep. Because Gorthan is the greatest wizard.
Yeah.
Or will be.
Oof. And so, once you went back to your hotel room, your inn room, she pulled out this bone wand and drew a circle on the floor, and the floor decayed away, and you went down into this extra dimensional space, really, and met with whatever this entity is.
The Great Worm. He is teaching me the greatest magic.
And he's unlocking abilities in you. Oof. God damn, that was a good ad.
Oh, you know it's a good one. It makes you cry.
Yep. It doesn't take much for me. I have really weirdly sensitive eyes for some fucking reason. But yeah. So while Gorthan is out kind of on the town, what was Oki doing during your session?
Chilling out with Ivy. What was it? Ivy August, and we made friendship bracelets, and I was just gathering townspeople's information and just kind of getting a lay of the land and what's going on here, and carousing,
Yep.
hanging out with animals, seeing what we can fucking steal. I mean,
Gotcha.
hero arc.
Yeah,
Hero
of
arc.
course. So, while Oki is out for the day, Oliver comes swooping down
Love that bastard.
and lands on let's say you're walking down just a random street, right?
Okay.
And all of a sudden Oliver comes.
Is it
down.
Cornelia Street?
What's that?
They said, is it Cornelia Street?
I don't fucking know.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll figure that out at some point.
It's T Swift song. If you know, you know.
Gotcha. So yeah, if you would have any shopping that you need to do, you can kind of figure that out, and we can do that off air.
Yeah.
But when Oliver comes down, he comes down in a hurry, right? And he says to you, "Hey, there's news from the circle. We need to get to the scriptorium."
Okay.
Because there's been some sort of incident. He doesn't know what exactly happened, but for a while there wasn't any communication, right? And then all of a sudden they just sent a message asking for aid.
Okay.
And so you're kind of the closest. So they're like, "Can you get there as quickly as possible?"
Hell yeah. Maybe if I could spell scriptorium in my notes. Hi, Iris. Love you.
So you guys kind of meet up, and in the morning you're getting ready to head out. Right?
Okay.
And while Gorthan is sleeping in his quarters, you retire to yours, and Oliver is there.
Okay.
In the room already. Right?
Okay.
And
What you doing?
he waits for you to come in and says, once you activate your spell, he says, "You have been an asset to the circle for some time now, and
You're welcome.
the ability to seek out the spirit guides of our tribe, or of our circle.
Okay.
And so he kind of like unfurls one of his wings, and there's a bunch of like incense tucked under like pouch that they have that goes around his wing or whatever, so he can carry shit. There's a bunch of incense in there, and they stink all the fucking high hell, like shit that you probably wouldn't have put together, right? It just smells rank as fuck. And then on the pouch, or in the pouch on the other side, are some like tubes of like liquids, right? And he says you have to mix those together and drink all of them, burn the incense, and go speak to the ancestor spirits.
Oh, God.
And you've heard of this ritual. It is effectively just a massive drug trip.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Right? The incense will make you, like, your senses go
What's up,
weird.
Vitron?
Yo, Vitron! How's it going? Yeah, we haven't had any drop frames yet since we reconnected.
Right.
So when you do this ritual, right, you drink this stuff and it tastes almost like poison.
Yeah, I would bet.
Right? And then it touches your lips and it immediately becomes like sickly sweet, which then resolves itself into just kind of a bitter sweetness that lays in your mouth. And once you kind of get up the courage to swallow it, it burns your throat a little bit.
Yeah.
But then you start to feel, I mean, weird is one way to put it, but basically just like when you shift, right, into your animal form, it feels like that, but all over your body and like consistent. It doesn't go away, right? And at a certain point, the prickly, tingly pain and drug trip that, you know, because you're seeing colors and animals moving around the room and you're starting to hallucinate hard.
Oh, yeah.
And then you pass out, right?
Okay.
And when you kind of come to, you're in this like lit up circle, and around it you can see just like an infinite jungle that spreads out over the horizon. You seem to be on top of like a hill or something, right? And all of a sudden just this mishmash of animal forms, like almost a bulbous blob comes out of the infinite jungle and starts to coalesce into like a bunch of different animal forms all at once, or like pieces of those forms.
Like, when, what was his name, was having his little, spirit trip in Brother Bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that just unlocked a memory. I haven't seen that movie.
You guys are welcome for that throwback.
No, years. So does it taste worse than earwax? I would assume.
Yeah.
I would assume, yes. Very, very bitter and gross. Right? So when you come to and this form starts to come out of the jungle, you feel at peace regardless of how it looks, right? And when it finally settles, it looks like it's a singular creature that is made up of every different type of beast.
Okay.
Right? Like it has a patch of scales here and a single like spike from like a draconic figure right here, and just 4 heads.
It's like that one. I can't remember the story. Hopefully, somebody in the chat remembers it because it was definitely something I read in school. But it was like the different animals that give the different parts to some other animal. I don't remember what it was originally, but it was like he got the antlers of a deer and fucking some other shit of somebody else and this of this and this and so he's like some weird monstrosity and he wasn't fast and he wasn't sneaky and he wasn't cool
but
and
so like this thing comes out and forms in front of you and you hear the cry of like every single beast you've ever thought of or could encounter.
Okay.
Yeah, watch your back.
Yeah.
We weren't kidding when we say Ash threw herself.
I hurt. I hurt right now.
So more dabs.
Yeah.
For one
absolutely.
So when it opens its mouth and all of these noises come out, it's almost deafening. It's so loud, right? It's almost deafening. It's so loud.
Okay.
And you kind of like, at first you almost want to feel fear at this alien type figure, but it just exudes safety is how you feel, right?
Okay.
And then once it finally like forms and moves in front of you, its many heads are crowned by the shape of the moon in the sky as it towers over top of you.
Okay.
And it speaks out and says, Oki. And again, this is like 1,000 voices, along with animal cries and all of this as it speaks. Oki, would you like to come into the fold?
Mother, is that you?
And as you say this form coalesces down into this inky black silhouette. Right?
Okay.
And you see just lights.
Is it the silhouette I'm
behind
supposed
it.
to be thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see this like silhouette, and it kind of coalesces into a figure of like a lithe human female.
Yep.
Right? And then as the lights begin to fade, you see the face of this beautiful young woman, right? And the voice then coalesces down also, and you hear this soothing female voice come out, and a hand reaches out from it. And it's still like this amorphous, weird form, right? But at the same time, like, out of the front of it comes this form of, like, a woman reaching out to you, right? And she says, and you hear the voice kind of coalesce down into the voice of more of a woman along with the cries and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, yes, I am here, Oki. I am the one that is called.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
And then you hear it say, he provided a conduit. That's how we're able to speak. And she reaches her hand down and points at your compass. You don't have to grab the compass.
Of course I do.
Don't hurt yourself. You forgot it. Oh, Gorthan, how dare you? It's way at the bottom. Nope, keep reaching. There you go.
Oh, I fucking did it. I fucking did it. You look like Taylor Swift in this light. We're loving it.
And that's kind of what Oki, like, says.
Yeah.
That's the word, like, because it's, you can't really think in this space, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just all thought is and any emotion and all that just is conveyed to everything around you. And this thing feels like home.
Yeah.
As it says to you. And you hear this melodic, otherworldly music come from behind it, like something that could not be possible in the world that you live in. So it's like extra planar music
Yes.
that you hear. And so do you take its hand?
Of course, duh.
As you
Want to trade friendship bracelets? Oh my god.
As you take this thing's hand, it
no thoughts.
Watch,
totally can be a demon. I can be possessed right now. Doesn't even matter.
Watch The Matrix?
Yeah.
Right, where Neo touches the mirror, and then all of a sudden it as you take this thing's hand, it starts doing that, right? Kind of like forming down your arm, and you feel just safety and comfort as it does this. And then all of a sudden the whole form just like collapses down on top of you, and you find yourself, Oki finds herself like floating in this extra dimensional space, and around you are like, you hear the cries of animals, and then you hear that female voice from the darkness say, please choose the forms to which you represent yourself. And it's kind of like, out of character, it would be like, what new forms do you get?
Oh, what new wild shape forms I'm getting.
Like, sweet. Your wild shape has increased.
Yes, it has, actually.
As you level up.
Yep.
Effectively.
And so now I can...
So now while you do your level up, we're going to switch over to Rob here. We're going to talk to Gorthan, and we're going to figure out, like, what abilities does Gorthan, like, when he comes back from that extra dimensional space, and you find yourself just lying on the floor alone in this room, like, what new abilities does Gorthan know he's capable of all of a sudden?
So I would say all of a sudden he kind of looked at his book, and there are new pages kind of sticking out of it. They're attached to the book, but they're kind of sticking out. And he flips open to it, and they're pages he can actually read and understand.
Hell
It's
yeah.
the very first time he's really ever been able to understand.
I'm going to close the windows. It's a little breezy outside. It's nice, but it's a little breezy.
And I imagine he's looking at it, and for the first time he kind of activates his book, and like the magic, the kind of arcane circle kind of rises from the book, and he's sitting there with it, and accidentally touches it, and Eldritch Blast goes off and just like blasts through a door.
Nice. I love it.
So he's just kind of sitting there like, oh shit. Sorry.
Like, blast right through the fucking door.
It does 1d10, so...
Yeah, no, it'll definitely blast through the fucking door. That's no problem. So yeah, what else? What else do you have?
So we got Eldritch... So he has a whole host of magic now. So Gorthan really is becoming a great wizard with a bunch of magic. They're warlocks, but, you know,
Wizard.
close enough.
Wizard.
So he's got Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Mage Hand, Poison Spray, and Prestidigitation. So these are all things that I feel like Gorthan kind of would go along with his history. Firebolt being fairly good at making fires from being a servant. Mage Hand, same kind of thing. He would definitely be able to help with stuff like that. Prestidigitation, that'd be super useful in situations like that. One of my favorite spells he got is Hellish Rebuke. I'm super excited to use that. So what Hellish Rebuke is, as a reaction, you can take, in response to taking damage from a creature that you can see within 60 feet, the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by green flames. It makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Very nice.
I do not get a different B shape. I still just get my 4 known forms. Once I hit level 4, then I'll go up to 6 known forms.
But what is your... Didn't your challenge rating go up, though? No? Really?
Not until 4.
Oh, okay. So what do you get at level 3 for? Just like the quick change ability?
Just that druid subclass.
Yeah, well, like, what does that give you exactly?
So when I pick Circle of the Moon. So let me go find what that exactly does. 'Cause it's just basically like I can change faster or more often or something like that into my wild shape form.
Okay, gotcha. Nice, very nice. Hello,
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Lost Souls. How you doing?
We're doing all right. How are you guys doing? It's a lovely 420. We're getting super high. We got some dabs loaded up as we're kind of summarizing our little backstories from the past couple weeks.
So, with that,
I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. All right.
So, you guys get up in the morning, and how does this conversation go?
So you just saw me blast a hole through my fucking door.
That's probably how
No, I'm just fucking
you would
tripping.
wake up.
I would have the nastiest fucking like day after fucking trip hangover ever, probably.
Yeah. More than
I would just be like, what the fuck? I don't even know what I took, but I met fucking Taylor Swift out in space. Like.
Where did you get it? We might need some more later.
Right? I don't even know, man. Couldn't tell you nothing. It's from my homie Oliver. See, I told you I love that little bastard.
Let's see how much use he becomes.
Exactly.
I blasted hole in door. I'm not sure how yet, but there is hole in door. We will probably have to pay for it.
We?
I mean, it's not going to be super expensive. It's a door.
Yeah.
It's a wooden door.
I mean, I don't give a shit, so.
So, anyway, I pulled it up. What was your previous? Wasn't your previous challenge rating like a half? Or
It's
something?
quarter.
It's 1 now.
Is it?
Yes, it goes up to 1. So when you get circle forms,
Okay.
right? Challenge rating, maximum challenge rating for the form equals your druid level divided by 3. So your level 3 now, divided by 3 is 1.
1.
So your challenge rating goes up to 1.
So I can pick different.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
way
Yeah,
different.
you can change them. You can change all 4 of them if you want.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what
So
that meant. Like
now
what
I
form
need-
represents you.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can change up to all 4 of them. You don't gain more forms until you do level up them. Your armor class equals 13 plus your wisdom modifier if that total is higher than the beast's AC. So what's your
Okay.
wisdom mod?
Of course I fucking went the wrong way.
Yeah.
+3.
So base AC in any beast form is going to be 16 minimum. At this point.
Okay.
So that's pretty dope. Because most of them only have like fucking 10 or, sometimes even more than that. But most of the time it's like 10. And then you also, like you said, you get the Cure Wounds, Moonbeam, and Starry Wisp.
Yep.
Right? You can cast those spells, any spells from the feature list for the Circle of the Moon, while you're in wild shape form also.
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So even being in wild shape form, you can cast Cure Wounds, Moonbeam, and Starry Wisp. Cure Wounds is the big one. Though.
Yeah.
Being able to be a tank and a healer at the same time.
Yes.
So, yeah, and then you gain a number, when you change forms, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 3 times your druid level. So,
Sweet.
9 temporary hit points right now.
That's awesome.
That'll go up quickly. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's pretty dope. So anyway, and then do you want me to pull yours up for any reason? Because it's basically level 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was about to
pretty
say, yeah.
normal shit. So
I guess the only other kind of cool thing I get is, because I can't specifically find it, but I found it in like a couple other places, I get the Awakened Mind, right? I guess that might
yes,
be the only thing.
because it's the great old one.
Yeah.
Is what it is. So
Because that might be kind of useful.
that would probably be in like class features or however you
Okay.
wherever you find it on there. But yeah, it should be Awakened Mind. It's within 30 feet. It's a bonus action.
Yep. So I can talk to you if you're within 30 feet without talking. I can just go into your brain. And
Hell yeah. Okay, sweet.
And it looks like it is two-way communicate. You and the chosen creature can communicate telepathically with each other, while the two of you are within a number of miles of each other equal to your charisma modifier.
Hell yeah.
So it's like when you spend the bonus action, that's when you designate your target, and then it stays active as long as you're within the number of miles equal to your charisma modifier. And then your telepathic connection lasts for a number of minutes equal to your warlock level.
So
It
1
ends
minute.
early if you use this feature to connect with a different creature.
Okay.
But it doesn't say you can only use this feature X number of times per day.
So theoretically, I could just use it as much as I want.
As long as you're within 30 feet, you can spend that bonus action to increase that duration.
Cool.
Yeah. So that'll be really good for like combat you in metagame.
Yep. I'm like, alright, you're gonna go over here. I'm gonna be over here. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Oki's just gonna be trying to sleep, and Gorthan's just gonna be in her brain. Oki.
Yeah.
So, you guys are having breakfast and you're having this conversation out loud or telepathically?
Ooh. I would say out loud. I wouldn't say he fully understands his telepathy yet.
Wait.
I mean, no, you fully do under like
True.
all of the powers that this
You get
this great old one has gifted you. You fully understand.
You understand
how to use
telepathic,
them
I think.
and-
honestly, would I know this?
No.
No.
Not
So
until
you would
activate
just
the link.
like pop in. Like honest, that's how I could see Gorthan
And
doing
then
it
all of
too.
a
Just like
sudden you
pop
would,
in, and I'm like,
you would
fuck are you
immediately
doing?
think, "What the fuck was that?" Right?
I'm like, what the fuck? What
And
the
then
fuck are
he
you
would
doing?
Respond, I've got new abilities.
Yeah.
Look
probably.
what I or
I'd probably see you from across the room.
I'm like,
and
look
then,
what I
like,
learned.
connect and be like, hello. Oki.
Like,
And
yeah,
you're
like-
what the fuck?
like Look what
And
I
you look
learned.
over and his mouth is just completely closed, and then he like says something to you. You hear it clear as day when he's standing right next to you.
Look at my new powers.
Yeah,
Aren't
literally,
I
like-
powerful? I tell you, Gorthan is extremely powerful.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. Good job, buddy.
Gorthan just kind of
What the fuck?
walks over to her and goes, "How was your night? You good?"
I mean, I think I met T Swift last night. The mother. I'm pretty sure I met the mother last night. I'm hyped about it. I think she wants to trade a friendship bracelet.
So pardon my high brain kind of thing. Have we already gone to Reuben with the gold mine?
We haven't done fuck because what happened when we left the gold mine, you got stolen.
Yeah.
Right.
And fucking Ghibli
But once
ditched
you
me.
came back with him.
And then, yeah.
You guys had because that was the other thing that was happening during your session.
Yeah, we were
you
talking
at a
with Ruben.
party
Yeah.
with Ruben talking about that, and you were off doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving my warlock powers.
Yes. Yeah. So we talked to Ruben a little bit. Basically, we told him that we got the gold mine. That shit's, it's ours. Haha. Let's make a deal, motherfucker. So, pretty much how that went, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was basically like, he wants you to control that area. But
Yeah.
he also said, let's talk about it tomorrow when we're all of clear head.
So I guess we should go meet with
Ruben.
Reuben.
Anytime you guys are basically ready, you can.
Sup, Ruby, our bestie. How are ya?
Let's go head to Reuben.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun as shit. I want to pop into his head when we get there.
Oh god. You can turn into a dire wolf now.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, can you read me off that list real fast? Because I am
It's
getting
a long
distracted.
list.
Let's just quick fucking grab something. We'll change the wolf to a dire wolf.
Yep, that's a good idea. What else do you have?
I had a panther, a brown bear, and a riding horse.
So they have a lion. You
Okay.
could upgrade the panther to a lion.
Yup.
That's dope. It has multi-attack and shit. It's terrifying. What else do you have?
Brown bear, riding horse.
So the bear can turn. I think the brown bear is challenge rating 1.
I think so, yeah, because I did upgrade that the other time.
Okay. And then what was the last one?
The horse.
The horse. I mean, there's like a giant toad. There's really no upgrade for that, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
There's a dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Wait, is there an owl bear on there?
That's not a beast.
Oh.
Bears are not beasts. That is the one gripe that every actual D&D player has with most, like, D&D media
Yeah.
and stuff, is like the druid can turn into an owl bear, and it's like, no, they fucking can't. An owl bear is like a monstrosity, not a beast. It's against the rules. Sorry to be Debbie Downer.
Oh, wow, Phil.
I know, right? You can't have any fly speed or swim speed yet.
Correct.
What about like a giant spider?
That could be something.
Giant
apparently there's also a tiger.
I think I'd rather be a tiger than a lion.
It has higher stealth, but it's got one attack, but then it can do nimble escape as a bonus action.
Okay.
Or it can disengage or hide as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So you pick those, or you can have both.
Actually,
Really.
I'll just do both because
Yeah, and
I
then
love
get
the
rid of the
lions
horse.
and the tigers instead of the horse.
Yeah, get rid of the horse.
'Cause we have
and-
Willow.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
So
Perfect.
you're telling me now you have lions and tigers and bears?
Oh my.
Local goth mushroom. Yo, what's up?
What's
Thank you for following.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
That is one of my friends from a Discord server that I'm part of.
Thank you, thank you. We really appreciate any and all follows.
Hells yes. But yeah, so you wake up with these new abilities.
Look what I can do.
We're basically both just kind of showing off our new abilities
Literally.
to each other. Just like,
Bunch
look
of
at all
fucking
this
kids.
new shit.
Look what I can do.
Scaring the living shit out of anybody else in the inn.
Yep.
I kind of go up to the inn owner, take out 2 gold coins. Sorry about the door.
He just kind of laughs a little bit. He goes, "You would be surprised how often things like this happen." And he takes the 2 gold and just kind of walks away, shaking his head.
I look at Oki. So, we need to go deal with Ruben, eh?
Yes.
So we head out and head towards
Head towards the keep.
Yep.
Keep.
That's where he'd be this time of day. So. You guys get to the keep. The guards recognize you, so they, of course, let you in. Direct you to the Great Hall, where he is currently conducting court. It's a short line. You wait maybe 20 minutes, and then you're called forward. And it's by the guards. They introduce you. How do you ask to be introduced?
Gorthan the Great Wizard. That is how Gorthan sees himself. That is what he wants everyone to believe he is.
All right, so Gorthan the Great Wizard and Oki. How does Oki want to be introduced? Now that you're kind of more prominent in the city and stuff,
It was an
you want to
accident.
claim a title or anything?
I was introduced as Oki the Archer the first time, so I'll just be like, you already fucking know me, bitch. Let's go.
Okay, so Oki the Archer.
Yep.
And Gorthan the Great Wizard. You are introduced. You step forward up onto the dais. It's like kind of a long room where Ruben sits maybe 30 feet in front of you on like just a big ass fucking wooden chair that
Thank
he
you for
had
the follow.
made for himself.
Thank you, guys.
Woot! Thank you, Perturabo.
Thank you. We really
Hell
appreciate
yeah,
it.
really
Yes.
appreciate
Hello.
it.
Hello.
We're just burning on 420, you know, all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and Hannah. We really
Hannah,
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Guys big time. Yeah, they're all from the Discord channel. I just fucking popped a message in there. I was like, yo, come smoke.
Yes. So thank
Hell
you.
Yeah, thank all
Nice
of you.
to have everybody joining us on this lovely holiday, whichever
Yes.
side of it that you
Fall on.
fall on. So
We know what side we fall on. So,
Yep.
so anyway, you guys are called forward. Who speaks? What do you say? Since this is an official thing.
Yeah. I kind of go into Oki's head. Should I say something? Or you got this.
what do I want to say right now? I don't know. Go for it, Gorthan.
I can reach further.
I've got 100 thrown out speeches I almost said to you. That kind of fits right now, so and I'll mark that off if you're keeping track and you know. We'll mark that on.
Excuse me, guys.
So that counts if you are Swifty. So
So if Gorthan's talking to him, Gorthan would kind of look up at him and be like, "So, what is the business with this gold mine? What do you want with it?"
Have you captured it?
Of course.
Excellent. Well, then a deal is to be made today, my friend. I can expand my kingdom. You can have the land and the home that you asked for.
our castle.
Your castle, if that's what you want. Where's the little one?
So
We kind of look at each other. He fucked off.
he's not coming back in this or any realm. So
He kind of shrugs his shoulders and goes, "Or gold for the rest of us, I guess."
I mean, yeah,
Pretty much.
them griffins aren't gonna be bringing him back.
The Griffins? What do you mean? And, like, you cut to this scene of Oki walking up, like, a hill, right?
Indeed, we were.
You see Ghibli come walking out of an alley, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Oki. Did you get Gorthan?" And you just kind of like, Oki just kind of looks at him and shakes her head and goes, "Yeah, I got him." And he goes, "Okay, well, I think I found the tomato cart. And it's supposed to be passing by this way. And I think I'm gonna try and head him off." Right? So he
You do
starts
that, sir.
rushing up the hill, and Oki's just kind of rolling her eyes like, "What the fuck ever? Go fuck yourself," basically. And all of a sudden, the tomato pie cart comes careening over the
Top of the hill.
and comes down. And just as it comes down, it lands
It's
right on top of Ghibli.
Yep.
And just absolutely destroys
It
his body. Right.
like
just
runs him over.
runs him over.
Hits the
cuts
only
him off.
fucking tree in the area. 'Cause,
Yep.
like we're in a hill, like
It's all
whatever.
the
It literally hits the only tree.
fire starts going
Yep.
everywhere, and then quickly goes out, and then
I'm like, sweet, hold on, I can help you. And then magically, 2 griffins appear out of the sky and drop down in front of me. And I'm like, oh shit. And they grab one half of Ghibli, the bottom and the top, and they just kind of fly away. And I say, no, my friendship bracelet. And luckily,
you
when
see
they
like something floating on the wind coming down.
Yep, they had ripped one of his arms came off, as they were flying away,
And
and
we, like,
so
transition back to Oki telling this all to
I
Gorthan.
grabbed the arm and I'm like, sweet, like we can still bring him back. We got him, right? But then
Jack squared in the chat. Fuck yeah. How you guys doing? We're playing D&D and getting ridiculously high. So happy 420.
and then a wild dog appeared out of fucking seemingly nowhere.
And just like licked up the last
And
bits of it.
I got scared, so I just kind of tossed the arm. I had the friendship bracelet, thankfully, in my hand already. Tossed the dog the arm, and he left. And I mean, I had the important things, and so
That's unfortunate and Ghibli. So,
at least I got the friendship bracelet.
there you go. Oki knows what matters.
Let's say Ghibli is like the perfect size for a snack for a dog. I mean,
he really was.
It's like eye level. All right, so you finished telling this to Gorthan and to Von Hildegard, who's like, that's an extremely disturbing story. Really glad that it didn't happen to anyone important. Anyway,
Yeah.
so now that we can make this deal, and he is
I'll be my own
massive,
bestie.
650 to 700 pound frame, leans forward in his chair, and he says, "So, now that we have this, I understand that you also found some slaves and freed them."
Yeah, we're at our hero arc right now.
Yes, but they are working. Most of them stay working.
Okay, well that's good. You're paying them, I assume. We don't do slave labor in this kingdom.
Good.
Correct.
No, paying. It's actually cheaper this way. It will work better.
Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, when
Like we said, hero arc.
are you looking to manage this place personally, or would you like me to appoint a manager?
I appointed one myself.
And excellent, excellent, excellent. And so he just kind of, well, beyond that, it's more or less formalities about, exactly how much you'll be paid every month. We'll have to get through a couple of months of prospecting and mining before we can figure out exactly how much it's worth. But I saw that you brought the paperwork back also with the deed and all that. Still remain in your custody if you wish.
Yeah.
Or you can sell it to me.
No,
He kind of just smirks.
I called dibs on the mine, actually.
He goes, good. I'm glad that you're willing to stay.
I will say we.
What would we do without you, bestie?
And he just kind of smirks a little bit understanding.
In this moment, I kind of use the Awakened Mind ability to talk to Oki and just kind of say,
Remember, we have those papers for blackmail. We should
Yeah,
separate.
we fucking do, don't we?
We should separate those and talk to him in private.
And so, with your public business kind of concluded, he asks you, fail.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to officially speak to me about?
I have another matter, but it is private more, if you understand.
Excellent, excellent. We'll be in court for another couple of hours. Come see me around lunchtime.
Perfect.
Excellent. And you're dismissed. If you have anything else you wish to do in the city, feel free. Otherwise, we can just kind of like fast forward in time and get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys wait around for a while, kind of watch the goings on of court, and then once it comes to lunchtime, you guys retire to the massive dining hall that you had been in before.
Yeah.
And this time he immediately just asked that you two sit right next to him, like left and right at the head of the table.
Of course.
And you guys kind of get into the meal a little bit, and like before, he is just shoveling food into his massive mouth. Whatever the servants bring, he takes a huge portion of and starts just.
Oh.
What did you wish to speak to me about?
I just kind of look at him and I go,
For your sake, it should probably be slightly more private than these.
Oh, there's like nobody else at the table.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't allowed anybody else into the room yet.
Okay. So I kind of take out the paper. Well, what do the papers say exactly? I forget. Do we remember what they said?
What you got in your notes?
Hopefully Ashley wrote them down in her notes.
I feel like you did. I've read through your notes. Or not.
My notes for session 5, which was the last one we're talking about when we had the battle map up and everything. Here's my notes. It says, Oki finds a ring of protection. Forgery kit. Deed to the mine. One dude got away and Oki sent Robin to follow and report where he goes. There are no other notes, so.
Do you have blackmail material on your character sheet?
It just says forgery kit, deed to the mine.
Oh, come on. I know we got it.
So what are you talking about?
What fucking blackmail? I'll
Yeah,
literally
you're
go back to that episode right now.
I remember in the thing we had blackmail.
Let's get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
So, is that what you wanted to talk to him about privately?
Yeah.
Was that?
What's the blackmail that we think we have? But apparently we might not. It's been too long.
I would talk to him privately and just kind of make sure he understands where we stand.
In what way?
Don't fuck us over. Because we can fuck you
Oh,
over.
so this is just a general, like, you guys sit down, you're talking,
Yep.
and you're just, like, making sure each other are on the level.
Exactly.
It's another vibe check.
Exactly.
Yes, vibe check-in.
Don't fuck
That's
me
fine.
over. We're not going to fuck you over.
Yes.
But if you fuck me over, I will fuck you over completely.
Okay. So, the vibe of the room is, still really relaxed even throughout all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get the sense that this guy just doesn't want to fight personally.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And when anything like that is brought up, like him, his past, anything like that, he clams up pretty quick, as do you.
Yeah.
Which would make sense.
So what'd you do, you sus motherfucker?
He does explain to you that he is a trollkin.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So, like, his grandfather was a troll on his mother's side.
Okay.
And it's just kind of, like, stuck in their lineage and stuff. So, like, that's why he has these exaggerated features and why his skin is, like, this yellowish green color, things like that.
Gotcha.
He laughs a little bit when he cuts himself on accident. He's like cutting a steak, right? And his knife slips, and like you see the wound like close up and regenerate itself.
Okay.
Interesting.
I kind of notice. Do I notice it?
Oh yeah.
I can look at him and go, "That's a cool trick."
He just kind of smiles. He says, "Part of being a troll, kid. My grandpa, apparently, you could cut off a piece of him and he'd grow a whole nother second grandpa." And he kind of laughs about it. But, like, the way he laughs about it is this weird, like, morbid,
Yep.
And, like, you guys know enough about trolls to know that they are not good by any means. Like, they are chaotic evil.
Yep.
Straight up. So, any encounter with a troll is not
Great.
Lovely. So
Love
gonna
this
be
for us.
Fun to try to kill if we have to when he turns on us.
if that's what happens. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do? You know that you have a mission.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's get on our mission.
All right. So, I'm going to switch this over.
While they build our castle, we're gonna go out on that mission.
Yep.
Yes, it's going to have to
Build our castle and
Can a castle be like right out in front of the gold mine?
I mean, if that's... Because, like, the gold mine is, like, there's a small little gully with, like, a stream running through it.
yep. And I called
So you
dibs.
Kind of, like, build...
You call tips.
Yep.
It is our gold mine.
No, the inside, because it's supposed to be like. Once we start digging, we're gonna find some cool shit. I bet. So I called dibs.
We're laughing because Phil just turned his screen the other way.
Yeah,
right?
you turned.
You guys
the
cannot see this.
He turned the opposite away from us. I don't know why the fuck he would do that, but
Why would a DM ever, not want their?
I want you to see what I'm doing.
Speaking of DMing, I've tried DMing recently, and it's something I'm actually really liking. So me and Phil are going to do a switch up soon a little bit.
nice.
And Phil's going to play, and I'm going to DM.
Very excited.
So it's going to be really fun. Watch out. We're probably going to try to make it like a thing.
Yes.
So maybe like Wednesdays, maybe?
We're gonna
Or yeah, something like
we're
that.
gonna be doing something here soon with Stoner Switch Up. Actually, next Sunday, my friend Faith, she's a local author. She's actually gonna have a book signing
Ooh.
in Wyoming, June 21st at Pages and Grapes. So she's great. She's wonderful. She's actually helping me and Iris with our self-publishing journey for the book that we wrote together. And so when we got together the other day to talk about it, I was telling her what I like to do in my free time, which is this. And she was like, "What? What? There's worlds and characters, and oh my god, I can be a part of something." And I was like, come vibe with us, dude. So
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So
It's going to be a lot of fun.
that will be a lot of fun. And then we're gonna be working on
While Audie gets this set up, we'll just do our standard plugs real quick. If you guys, we don't really have that much right now, but if you look at her compass, and if you look at our other streams, our nice table slowly filling with stuff. My name is Rob, and I run Printed to Order. Go ahead and check me out on TikTok, Instagram, all that kind of fun stuff. I build cool shit. So, just like that. If you like any of it, want something custom, that's really what I do best is custom pieces. Let me know, and we can build some cool shit together.
my dice are way too far away from these bloody things. These dice.
Yeah. It's,
I need to get one.
it's a dice tower. This lovely compass here.
That's
It is.
fidget.
It's a fidget spinner. Doesn't have to be this big. I can do it a little bit smaller as well. But
If you want to go ahead and pull up the map on your guys' side, I've got it pulled up on the straight. I can tell it to you.
she can look at mine.
And this is anybody that actually wants to see. It's at Printed to Order.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, all written out. Not numbers, even though I always want to put
Yeah.
2 as a 2. It's not. It's literally all just written
Yep.
out.
And there's
Printed to order.
Only two. There's only two O's. It's not T-O-O-O. It's T-O-O.
Yeah. Printed to T-O, the word, order.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Doing this on the fly. Super awesome. That one. Hi.
I just realized I can just post it in the chat for you.
There you go.
But yeah,
Beautiful.
if you want to check any of that out, please hit me up. I got some cool swords I'm working on that I'm going to be posting the next couple days. I'm just putting some finishing touches on all that. A little bit later, we're gonna have some cool stuff to show you guys.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay. There's a little bit of unused space, but oh well. So, when you guys head out, it's about a day's travel. So when you get there, you guys camp nearby, and then you can either head there in the morning after you've had a long rest. You can either head there like early when it's still dark, or you can head there when it starts to get light, or you can wait until it starts like full day. Okay, so you want it to be like pretty dark when you get in there. All right. So you guys head in, and right off the bat, you basically see this, just the entrance to a cave. Oki kind of knows the layout to this place, but not like exactly.
Detect traps. Detect
I was about to say, you have detect traps?
Yes,
That's
I do.
still a thing in 5th edition?
It sure is, and
Nice.
I took it.
All right. Do you want to use any of are you
Okay,
actually
sure.
using those?
Sure.
How long do they last, and is it like something that you would use now, or would you wait? Or, you know, if it's like 10 minutes of concentration, that might be one thing. But if it's like, you know, a minute or a single action within 60 feet or something.
My lying ass did not take detect traps. You wanna know why? Because I took locate object.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe detect magic would not be a bad idea.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do detect magic.
Okay, so you know that basically once you get into this place, there's usually like torches, sconces on the wall that you can light if you have a tinderbox.
Yeah.
Or
Or
yeah, still didn't take.
I have firebolt.
I'd allow you to use that.
It can,
Sure.
and then
Once you actually
if it-
see one.
if it gets a little crazy, then I can just use control flames and it won't burn us
Oh,
down.
wait. I think I have something better. Hold on.
And it won't burn us down.
Yeah, much better. I have prestidigitation. So I am going to. Yep. I can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So anytime you see, what's the range on that?
It is 10 feet.
Okay, cool. So whenever you're within 10 feet of a sconce, you will know it.
Mm-hmm.
I've marked them on the map. They're like little red dots. You don't see any yet.
Okay.
Because you're still in like the light of the entrance, if there would be any. So right now there isn't. Right? It's pretty dark. Do you guys have dark vision? Both of you?
She does. I do not.
You don't?
Nope, I don't. I think she does.
Yes.
Okay, so Oki's gonna kind of like lead you in here. It's really dark in here.
Okay.
Once you get a ways forward, and if you want to move yourselves, you can. Otherwise, I can move you. It's up to you. Do we have the other mics in, or do I have to fucking? You got your guys' mics.
Uh-oh. Is that...
No, hold on. There we go. That's better.
Sorry if our audio's been shitty.
Yeah, there we go.
We're a little high. It's 420.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can barely hear y'all, so that's what I was wondering, is that better, or are we still really quiet? If we're still really quiet, let us know.
Check. My name is Rob. You know, print to order, all that fun stuff.
So you guys move yourselves forward to here, and when you get to there, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. What did you dumb?
Because you're trying to do it quickly.
Okay, there we go. That's what I want. Okay. Why is it not refreshing? What's the problem? There we go. So when you get to there, you can see there's a couple of torches up in front of you. If you want to get up there and like light them.
Yep, Gorthan's going to move up to there and cast Prestidigitation and do Firefly and light the torch.
All right. So you light both of those torches. And they cast light into this room. see, as this refreshes, that's like an opening in the ceiling. It's like an opening in the ceiling where moonlight can get into.
Interesting.
Okay.
Just kind of keep moving forward. I kind of look back at Oki. Do you know what's happening?
I'm gonna want to go see this moonlight. So that's where I'm gonna lead us.
Yep. So you move forward a bit more. That's about as far as
We're
you're
in the
gonna see.
scriptorium, right?
Yes. Yeah, you know it's just like this big cave that the circle of the moon is using.
Okay.
So do you want to go left or right? Like I said, you don't really remember. It's been a long time since you've been to this place, and you didn't really come in that far.
Is there
You were just delivering something.
is there anything? Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
While she's doing that, I have just realized I have a lamp and oil. So I'm just
Okay.
going to fill the lamp with some oil and
And light it.
light it.
Okay, cool. So you can see.
Yeah.
At least that's good.
Yeah, so I can
Yeah.
just kind of walk and like see around me at least.
The yellow circled area is like that is all dim light.
Cool.
Yeah, anything in the yellow circle is dim light. So you'd be able to see, just not that well.
Yep.
Right. But now that you have this oil lamp lit, you have like I think it's like 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
It
That's what it
is.
gives you.
It is bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. So a total
Okay.
of 45 feet.
Nice.
I was rolling
Perception.
Do we have any inspiration to burn?
I mean, you do.
What's
We
that?
absolutely do.
Cool.
Let's do that then. That was fucking horrid.
Light that on some.
Okay, much better. 19.
There we go.
14 plus 5 is 19.
All right. There's your inspiration.
Thank you.
So, basically, to the left, kind of in front of you, you hear like it's hard to describe what this sound actually is, but it sounds like something moving, something sliding across the floor. Right? And then in the other direction,
Detect magic.
Eldritch Blast.
More magic.
so I'm gonna ping here. From this direction over here,
Okay.
you would hear like that sound of something moving across the floor,
Okay.
right? And then I'm gonna turn actually, because quiet over here apparently. There we go. That's better.
Mr. Audi.
Oh. So to the left you hear that sliding sound, and then straight forward you hear kind of a bunch of different sounds, so it seems more like the chamber just opens up into the wider portion. So like the left is probably a dead end, and then the straightforward path is like deeper into the cave. Is
is the sense you get.
Well, I just kind of look at her. Where do we go?
Heads or tails? Um. Detect magic.
Doesn't that cost a spell slot? Isn't that a first level spell or is it a cantrip?
It's a first level spell.
Okay, so you don't want to be spamming that.
Using up all your slots.
Yeah.
Who I got with me? Anybody got some fucking...
You guys are like really hard into avoiding just straight up moving forward, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just like,
I'm
we
good with
don't
moving
want to
forward.
do it. We just want to stand right here.
Let's move forward. Let's go.
Which way do you want to go?
I'm going straight. Deeper into the mine.
Okay.
Or wherever.
So, Gorthan moves deeper into the mine. I'm going to heal.
Because I can see up to like 45 feet in front of me. Because I got my lamp.
Well, that. And yeah. So there's another. If you go that way, there's another torch. If you wanted to light it.
Sure. It's a cantrip, doesn't cost me nothing.
Do you, Oki? Are you going with him? Where are you going? What are you doing?
What's your telepathic link?
Well, it's a bonus action, but it lasts a minute. And then as long as you're within like a fucking mile of each other, it stays active.
Would we be within a mile in here?
Yeah.
I mean, right now you're within like 40 feet.
It'd be like yelled at each other.
You have to be within 30 feet to activate it, though.
Okay.
And then it lasts for 1 minute. So if you're doing that, then we need to move into like round by round movement. If you want to do that, we can. Probably move things forward a little faster, actually.
Yeah, let's do that. We're just gonna telepathically communicate what the fuck's going on. Can
Okay.
I...
You're not like about to split the fucking party, are you? You go left and I go right? Because that, I'm just going to straight up tell you, that never works out well. That is a bad idea.
I guess the fucking
that's where you were
familiars
about to
can
go.
fucking go the other way, because we gotta get this fucking figured out.
Let's say that way is supposed to be a dead end anyway. So send the familiars down there, see if there's anything interesting, and then we can go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah? So which one? You're sending your cat down there? Or the raven?
No, I got the cat because the Raven supposedly is supposed to be fucking reporting on that one dude.
Yeah.
What?
The one guy that escaped the mine.
Oh,
I don't know whatever happened from all of that, so technically the Raven is
it's
following
with you
him.
now. Yeah, the raven is with you.
So that's all been resolved.
It came back, and you have like...
Sure, let's use Robin then.
You know that, like, the guy was running towards the, what's the name of that kingdom? The other one? It was in your notes.
Not Celestia.
No, the other
No,
one.
it's-
Saurian.
Yeah, Saurian.
Yeah, he was running towards Saurian.
Okay.
So, you want to send your familiar down there?
Yeah.
Alright, is it gonna, like, just, which one, and is it gonna fly, or wait, your familiar's a cat, right?
My familiar's a cat, but my beast bond is
With the raven.
Yep.
So which one do you want to send?
Raven.
Okay. Is it just flying down there? You want to make stealth check? What, like, how's it going?
It's just gonna fucking...
What's its stealth rating and
Go ahead and make the roll. This thing is traveling. Over here. But you guys won't be able to actually see what it sees. So,
What if I send
does it have a stealth rating?
It does not.
Okay.
I want to send. No, I'm gonna send Karma instead.
Okay, so the cat.
Yep. That one has dark vision, 60 feet, stealth +4, perception +3.
Cool. Make the roll. You gotta roll stealth and then also roll perception. Beautiful. It's almost time for more dabs.
5
For stealth?
for stealth because I rolled a natural 1.
Beautiful. I love that.
And perception 18 +3.
All right.
It sees everything.
It sees everything, but it's noisy as fuck. So thank you.
So yeah, this cat starts tromping down there and fucking makes a bunch of noise, moving rocks.
Fucking
and shit.
meowing and shit.
Right.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing?
Is your familiar's passive perception? Did I leave all of my dice at your house?
Yes, you did.
I did. I need dice.
No worries. Here,
Ooh, I'll take the sparkly ones. Thank you very much. Oh wait, they're both sparkly. I'll take the blue sparkly ones.
Passive
Fucking
perception 13.
Alright, cool. Cool. Passive perception of 13 for the familiar. Alright. So your familiar starts walking down there, it's making some noise, and it comes running back really quickly. And as it comes around the corner, you hear it say, "Giant snake! Giant snake! Giant snake!" in your head. Roll for initiative.
Fuck this.
I knew we were fucking. He's like, shit, I need dice. Like, why do you suddenly need dice?
Yeah. So.
You haven't needed dice. Why do you suddenly need dice?
I'm not getting my initiative one out. I can just roll this.
God.
Your
19 plus 1 is 20 for me.
4 plus 2 is 6.
And 17 plus 2 is 19 for Karma, the cat.
So your cat just comes back right there. And you have your raven right there. Okay. Encounter. And encounter. Beautiful. So for all of the people at home, refresh this every time. All right. So this kitty right here comes running back and is like telepathically screaming to you. So you have experienced telepathy before
Yep.
with your familiar, but starts screaming you, giant snake, giant snake.
Fuck that.
What did Gorthan get for initiative?
6.
6, beautiful. What did Oki get for initiative?
20.
20. Do you want to roll for your companions, or do you want me to?
I will.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for both of them.
Well, I had rolled for the cat, and that one was 19. I did not roll for the raven yet.
They get +2, the raven does.
14 plus 2 is 16 then.
All right. So, Oki, you get to go first.
There's this fucking giant snake. I'm just gonna draw my fucking shit and get ready, but obviously I'm looking around for
So what you can do, right, in D&D parlance, is you would ready an action so that when a target emerges or shows itself, you can take a shot,
Yeah.
right? It takes your action to ready this, and then when it's time for it to go off, you use your reaction to activate it.
Okay.
Cool?
Yep.
All right. So, after you is your kitty cat, right? Your familiar. What do you, now that it's kind of like back within your sight, what do you want it to do? You want it to just kind of like run back towards you?
Yeah.
Or do you want it to like get ready up there? Or you want it to like maybe take the hide action or something like that? Because it does have a stealth rating.
I do. Yeah, I want it to take a hide so it can kind of maybe pounce out. And
Okay,
do something maybe.
Well, like, because you use your familiar to deliver touch-based spells.
Yes.
Right? So if your familiar is hidden from the creature, you would have advantage on the attack roll, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can absolutely do that also. So your cat's going to kind of move to that. Kitty. South. Fuck. Thank you. Jesus. The cat's gonna go like maybe like right there and try and hide. Right. So then it is your raven's turn. What do you want it to do? Anything? Avoid combat
Avoid.
at this point?
Yep.
Okay. So the raven
Fucks off.
Yeah. I'm not really hopeful right now.
No.
Not really. It's more of a like recon fucking whatever. So it's just gonna go over here and stay in the light.
Yeah.
So oh, please don't do this to me now. Thank you. 10, 20, 30. This fucking snake right here emerges from the darkness, which would activate Oki's action. So you can go ahead and take a shot.
16 plus.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Natural 16, definitely a hit. So for those that don't know, when you make an attack roll, you
So that
take
was a
your
19.
d20 and add whatever your base attack bonus is.
Plus
from your character
3.
sheet. So there you go.
So
You only have plus 3 to this?
on the longbow.
Yeah, what's your dex? Plus 1? Just curious.
Yeah, +1.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
And
So
then
yeah, that is definitely a hit.
damage, pyramid,
Yep. D8 butt sex dice.
D8 butt sucks dice. So
Butt sex dice.
1 + 1 is 2. So that was
So 2
shitty.
damage?
But yes,
All right. So
that
this
was
thing
not helpful at all.
hisses
So
a bit at you as you strike it with an arrow, and now it is Gorthan's turn.
Gorthan is going to move forward as far as I can. So would that be 30 or 60? Because I can double move.
If you double move, you could move forward 60 feet.
Yeah.
And that would take both your move action and your standard action.
Yep, I'm going to do both of those.
Okay. That's called a dash, is what that is.
I'm going to dash forward, and 60 feet is about right there.
Sweet. So you are ready to go when it comes around back to your turn.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, Oki, it's your turn. Now, you know what this thing is?
What is it?
Look at it. What is it?
It's a giant snake.
Yeah. What are you, Oki? Aren't you a druid?
yeah. Fucking.
So you're gonna keep going?
No, I'm not gonna fucking just kill it. I guess I'll be like, hey, the fuck
You
is
want to
that?
activate your?
I always have speak with animals activated.
Well, it's always prepared,
Yeah.
right? So it does take an action to activate it, but it's your turn.
Yeah.
That's why
so,
I ask. All right. So you activate speak with animals,
Yep.
and what do you say?
What the fuck are you doing? Who are you? What are you?
What are you? You say, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Was an easy meal. And as it kind of like crawls out of the darkness a little bit, you see, and this is like a giant constrictor snake, right? Like huge or large size.
Like he's trapped in some bathrooms in Hogwarts.
kind
like,
of not that big.
Okay.
No. But like this thing takes up a 10-foot space on a map, right? So like this is probably like a 15 to 20 foot boa constrictor,
So like the one
Right.
that he released.
right? And probably a little bigger actually, because like as it crawls out of the darkness, you see that like in its stomach is a person
Jesus.
not moving.
Oh.
Like it's been digesting for a little while. Like it still has a human shape.
Is
to
it like I'm a slave for you?
What?
Britney Spears, I'm a slave for you. The big ass fucking yellow snake. I'm trying to get a visual
Sorry,
of how
that's a
fucking
reference.
big
Yeah,
this
That's a
snake
reference
is.
I don't understand.
You guys don't.
So like
You guys were not alive in the fucking 2000s. Where
I
the hell
was,
were
but
you?
paying attention to Britney Spears.
What?
I was
What
doing
the
a lot of
fuck
drugs.
else?
Hey, speaking of. So, yeah, this snake is like, I mean, think about that. It's big enough to swallow a person,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
right?
So like Amazon jungles. Okay.
Yeah.
Got.
Like I said, probably closer to like 20 feet. If it's going to swallow an average size person.
Okay.
You know, 5'6", 5'7". But yeah, so it says it was an easy meal. So maybe he just came in here?
Who was it?
What do you mean? Who is what?
Yeah. Who'd you eat? Who was the meal?
All of you look the same.
Well, that isn't just a little bit racist or fucking slimy here, but okay. Thank you.
You are like the other ones that talk. This one did not talk. As he kind of like motions to his own
stomach with his tail, right? And you know when an animal says you talk, it's because they understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
So it seems like this one was not a druid. The one that he...
Sucks to suck, I guess. I don't care anymore.
Why did you shoot me?
I didn't... You scared my homie. I don't know.
May I leave?
Why can't you leave right now?
Because you are holding a bow. You're like literally ready to shoot it again.
I mean, sounds about right. What do you want to do? Like, where are you going?
To rest and digest.
How long have you been in this cave for?
I do not know, because I cannot see the sun.
What about the fucking moon right here, sir?
It kind of looks up and sees the moon.
He's like, yeah, what about it, bitch? And? Oh, you're not really helping me right now, sir.
Why don't you make a medicine check?
Can I? I actually think I have.
You could both, either one of you at this point. I'm assuming that Oki is like telling Gorthan like what the snake is
11
saying.
plus 3 is 14 for my medicine check.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
Where you can tell that this person that's inside him, because they haven't been like majorly digested, like you can still see a like human shape, like arms and shoulders and feet sticking up and stuff like that. Like this sticking down, has not been in maybe a day or maybe a day and a half at the most. So like, if you guys had come here yesterday, you might have shown up around the time that whatever was happening. Maybe.
But he's past the point of saving, basically.
Yeah. Like, you got the missive from Oliver yesterday late in the day.
Well, we need his body.
You need his...
Yeah, we need to see who he was and what was going on.
It will take me some time, but there will be some left of him.
I don't need the some,
I
I
don't
need the important
know.
shit.
I don't know if snakes can regurgitate like that. I don't think they can.
So
Sounds like a Google question.
Yeah.
I'm like 90.
Interesting thing to learn during a D&D stream. Can snakes throw up?
Yes, snakes can regurgitate.
Nice.
Regurgitation is the act of bringing up undigested food for the stomach, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. It says that feeding a snake a meal that is too large or too frequent can lead to regurgitation, stress, temperature fluctuations, health problems, accidental ingestion.
So it's not necessarily the best thing. It's usually like a stress response.
If a snake regurgitates, it is important to observe its behavior and consult a veterinarian if necessary. So regurgitation can be a sign of serious health problems, just so you know with your snakes, people.
There you go. And Jax says that the Britney Spears yellow snake reference is valid.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you.
There you go. They do so to move faster also. Gotcha. All right. So, you're asking this snake to regurgitate its meal?
Fuck yeah. Sorry, sir. We'll give you some rations or something.
You can make a charisma check.
No, can we do persuasion, maybe?
I mean, it would be a
can we do
persuasion
literally
check.
something that's not any of those plus zeros?
Yeah, it'd be like persuasion.
Survival?
It's survival.
Animal handling.
Or that. I'll take a plus 3 over a plus 0.
I will allow animal handling.
Haha, fuck yeah.
I'm saying that does make
But-
sense.
You're not gonna get like if you roll charisma based, you get advantage.
Ooh.
Is why.
He's not gonna let you go back. You know.
It's gambling. You're gambling here. I'm letting you gamble. You can either roll twice and take the better two results, or you can roll once and add +3. That's your animal handling.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with the persuasion then.
All right, do it up.
I need another d20.
Here.
So what was your first roll? Didn't look good.
It's 15.
Okay, I mean that's not bad.
It's not
That's
bad.
not bad. That's a decent roll.
Okay, that was way worse.
So 15.
So it wasn't my
15.
dice.
Gotcha.
So
We won't talk about the second one.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, 15. You are able to convince this snake. It takes a bit of back and forth, right?
Like, come on,
But when you
Nicky,
finally
help a homie
offer it like commensurate rations
Yeah.
for the weight of the guy, right?
Yeah, sure.
How many days worth of rations do you guys have on you?
I have.
1,000.
I personally have 9.
Hit. You have 9.
I
have 40
personally.
pounds of tomatoes.
We do have a bunch
It
of
does
tomatoes.
not want tomatoes.
We also have potatoes.
It doesn't want potatoes either. And actually, those
What a
are with your
bastard.
caravan, so those are outside. I will say that you probably brought your caravan here,
Yeah.
but it's outside. Because you're not carrying a sack of potatoes into a potential dungeon, right? Don't forget the potatoes, Gorthan. We might need them.
Right. No.
There might be a random fry basket in there that, we got to
Right
make some
now,
french
we need
fries.
them. I don't have any rations.
You have no rations?
No.
All right. So you have 9 days worth of rations. All right. It's going to take 5 plus 1d4.
Oof.
So roll a d4, basically. And 5 plus whatever you... Yeah.
D4.
5 plus whatever you roll on that is how many rations it takes to convince this snake.
This fucking bastard.
You rolled
4.
4. So it takes all of your rations, right? You talk about the potatoes and the tomatoes, and it just keeps saying it wants meat. And so finally you pull out like these 9 days worth of rations, and all of like the jerky and other dried meats and stuff. It finally like gobbles that shit up and says, it like throws up the guy, right? And then swallows the pile of things. We're out of initiative, obviously, at this point, but yeah. So once it regurgitates the guy, you see that. Ow, goddamn fucking caltrops! Holy shit! I barely touched that with my heel, and it was like ready to completely pierce my fucking skin that quick. Jesus.
Dice. They're dangerous.
Stay over there. Trying to hurt me and shit. Trying to hurt myself. So, you, now this snake is like, looking like it's ready to leave. Unless you stop it from leaving.
Yeah.
You want to keep talking to it?
Yep.
What do you say?
Come be our friend.
I'm about to say, you're gonna become friends with it.
And it's like starting to slide away, and
We
it
got
turns,
more rations.
turns back to you, and it says,
The next goblin
what
we
is
come across.
friends?
The next goblin we come across, you might be able to eat it.
So, come with you and get food?
Yeah.
We kill lots of things. You can eat what we kill.
Help us kill things and we'll be friends. I don't know how to give you a friendship bracelet yet, but we'll work on it.
So it's like trying to get a vibe check off you, basically. So, kind of the... Go ahead and roll animal handling. And I want you to also roll animal handling.
Okay. Come on, good roll today.
Yeah, let's see what Gorthane's got here. Well, that doesn't seem as loud when it's not on the table with your microphone. Yeah. That dice roller.
18 plus 3.
21. Very nice.
2 plus 1.
So 3. It like sees you and kind of like gives you like a wide berth and looks up at you and what's with the big one?
He just gets like that sometimes. He's okay. He's cool.
He seems very dangerous.
Maybe, but at least he didn't fucking ditch me. So,
He will not kill me.
no. I mean, he might fucking teleport away from us in the middle of fucking battle that he starts, but I don't think he'll eat you.
The snake just seems confused. This. And he goes, and it just kind of like seems agreeable and like starts to slither outside. I will wait for you out there.
Okay.
There you go. So you have basically like a new animal companion that we can start adding into combats later.
Hell yeah.
Right now it's gonna go fucking heal itself.
Its name is Karen.
Karen?
Karyn.
The snake?
Yes. Karen.
Alright,
Karen.
alright, cool.
The snake and Taylor Swift.
So add the whole like you have a giant snake to your companion thing on your sheet.
Add snake.
Can you add
Can I add
like
a snake? Yeah.
to your companion section?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna go heal, so it's not gonna be able to help you right now. But okay, so do you want to send like the cat back down there to like look around? Do you guys want to go down there and look around? What do you want to do? You want to examine the body that this thing just threw up?
Let's examine the body and just see what we get from that.
Okay. So you start examining the body, and
Was
it
it
is
a giant constrictor snake or just a constrictor snake?
I believe
Right,
it's
giant.
giant. Because I already removed it.
Because it was a huge beast
Yeah, no,
or a large beast.
large.
Okay, it was just a constrictor then.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, so it's fucking massive, but not a giant snake, technically.
Yeah.
I guess.
Ton of massive.
Yes.
Oh.
I need to.
So yeah. Anyway, you guys want to head down that way, or do you want just the cat to head down that way?
I'll go ahead and head down that way and see what I can do.
Yeah.
So as you guys start moving that way, oh, and I have to, end combat. Yay.
Worthen trudges into the darkness.
Please don't. It's a really bad idea.
Well, technically he has his lamp on, so he can see.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
He can
All right, so you head down this way, but I want you to make a perception check.
Of course.
Okay. There is another hole, like another skylight.
Fuck yes. Natural 20 plus 3. 23.
Nice. So there is another skylight up there, but it's, still dark. The moon isn't out anymore, but it's,
What was I rolling?
I think it was just me.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless you were heading down there too.
With the cat?
Or you.
Yeah.
Either way.
I
Because
mean,
it's like a dead end.
we might
I
as-
see like the little patch of moonlight and kind of call out to Oki and be like, Oki, there's one of those circles here.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay. So you guys head down that way. There's a couple more torches you can light if you want.
Yeah, I go ahead and light those.
Once you get down that way, what was your perception?
Nat 20 plus 3.
Oh, very nice. What about you?
18 plus.
Wow. Pretty good rolls.
Perception is plus 5.
Wow. All right then. Yeah, really good rolls.
23. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys get down there and you find a small stash of gems in a small bag.
Hell yeah, we do.
It seems that somebody was stashing it down here for later retrieval, and
For
it
our
was
later
probably
retrieval,
that
thank you.
guy and the snake
just found him and ambushed him and killed him.
Lovely.
Right?
I like that for him.
So we just pick up all the jewels and put them in the bag.
Do you guys have either of you guys have a jeweler's tools proficiency?
No, the guy who had that fucked off.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. So you'll just have to wait until you get back to town and have him appraised.
Yeah.
Not really a big deal, but
Kidding, of course. Kidding.
so it's like
You said bag of gemstones, though.
yes, and there's like 6 yellow green kind of gems in there. They almost match the color of Reuben von Hildegard's skin.
Interesting.
Detect magic.
But that's all there is down there. Really.
Detect magic on him.
All right, so
They do not seem magical, so you wouldn't really think to.
Do that.
and that's all that's in that area.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
So we have.
It seems like this area was kept for storage. Like there's some shelves down here that seem like broken. Like they've been ransacked. All the supplies have been taken. Anything like that.
Okay. So we just kind of head forward.
All right. Hold on.
Sorry.
All right. So you guys are heading forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your marching order? Like, how you guys walking? Next to each other?
Probably.
Yeah?
Walking hand in hand.
Alright. Go ahead and each of you make a luck check.
Come on, luck check.
Each of you make a luck check. A luck check is a thing that I have people do in D&D where you just literally roll a d20. Whatever you roll,
4.
good or bad. Okay. So, Gorthan's the one with the bad luck this time. You were just trudging forward like you were,
Yep.
right? You see another torch up there ready to be lit. So you move up and you go to light it. And Oki's like right here walking next to you, right? I assume the cat and the raven's kind of like hovering back a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it goes pitch fucking black around you. Right? It goes pitch black in this circle. And even your torch, your little lamp,
Yeah.
the light is extinguished. Like you feel the heat coming from it,
Yeah.
right? But all the light has just been blinked out in this area. Roll for initiative.
Oh, fucking, this is gonna be great. 14 plus 2, so 16.
There we go. You got 16. Oki, what'd you get?
20.
20. Very nice. You want me to roll for your guys, or you want to do it?
Oh, you can.
Go. All right. So the raven goes first. The raven is outside of the darkness and it has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Lovely.
Awesome.
So it doesn't really know what to do. It just kind of hovers there. Oki, what do you want to do?
I can't say anything, so I can't fucking do shit.
Yeah, even your dark vision is shrouded completely. You know it. Said a MF Doom reference. Anyway.
I'm gonna prepare and turn into a dire wolf, because shit's about to fucking get shitty.
All right.
Direwolf.
I absolutely love D&D Beyond the way that they have this shit set up.
Agreed. Even as a first-time DM, it was really easy for me to like figure all the crap out.
So there is Oki as a dire wolf. So I'm going to take Oki over here out of the way. And Oki now occupies the dire wolf space. Or Oki is the dire wolf, I should say.
I hop on Oki's back.
Alright, so at the beginning of Gorthan's turn, since this was the triggering action.
Yep.
Alright. I am going to make an attack roll against you
Alrighty.
from something that's coming out of the darkness. Oh, I rolled really well too. Natural 17
Ooh.
plus 5.
Yeah, that's
So
that's a hit.
22.
That's a hit.
Yeah, nice. Alright, so first of all, you take 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. And ooh, max damage!
Kidding
What
me.
the fuck?
I'm rolling rocks over here.
With my goddamn dice.
Yup,
The
exactly.
shit.
So yeah, you take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
And you are. Let's see. So you are suffocating and blinded.
Jeez.
Okay? As something comes down, like, over top of you and just, like, engulfs you. It's like you were holding an umbrella and you just, like, closed it on yourself. Is what it feels like. Is what it
Jesus.
would feel like. Right? And as it starts, like, crushing and, like, biting you.
Jesus.
Alright. So now it is the beginning. That happens at the beginning of your turn.
Yep.
Right? So what you can do is you can try to take an action to detach whatever this is from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It would take an athletics check, which you're pretty good at.
Okay.
But yeah, you can kind of do that.
Yeah, that's probably my best.
But yeah, you're blinded and suffocating and completely covered, basically
So-
down to like your waist.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do an athletics. And I have advantage.
Do you?
15? Yeah.
Have you used your large form thing yet, or do you just have advantage?
I just have advantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
So 15 plus 2, 17.
Nice. All right, so you are able to, like, without much struggle, it attacked the wrong person. So you got really lucky on that check. So you, like, are able to just kind of, like, and you feel it, like, detach from you,
Okay.
right? Do you want to move? Because that took your action.
Yes, I would like to move. Can I tell which way? I can still tell which way is forward.
I'm going to make you... You have to do a perception check.
Okay.
If you're going to try and move.
14 plus 3. So.
Okay, so you're able to, like, reach out
Yeah.
and feel the wall, so you know, like, which direction you were. Well, actually, you'd be, like, reaching out from whatever side. You know the sconce is, like, you feel the sconce,
Yep.
right? So then, based on that, you can tell, okay, if the sconce is here, this way is forward, that way's back. Which way do you want to go?
I want to go as. Oh, do I want to go forward or I want to go back? I want to go forward.
All right. Gorthan is going to move forward. How far do you want to move? How far can you move?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah. I'm going to move to just outside the darkness.
Just outside of it?
Yep. I'm going to stand there and just kind of be like, what the fuck?
Alright, let me reveal a little bit more.
Hoping Oki follows.
Also,
I kind of telepathically say to Oki, please follow me.
this. There we go. Okay. So that's what you can see. There's another
Scots.
yeah, there's another sconce up there. There's also kind of like a path that seems to go off this way and a path that seems to go off that way.
Okay.
Alright. And now the nice thing is, because I figured out fucking technology, when I say things like this way and that way, the people that are watching know what we're talking about. So it's nice. We can actually use just random words like that. And you're like, oh shit. We can actually see it. Thanks to D&D Beyond.
There we go.
Not a sponsor, by the way. They should be.
They
But
should
they're
be,
not.
but they're not.
Anyway, so you guys, that's what you can see. All right. Now, get back to that. So, Oki is still in the darkness.
The darkness.
Alright, so this thing comes down and, like, tries to bite your head, right? You don't know what it is, because you're still in the darkness, but something is coming down and trying to bite you. Oh, it's gonna give it... I forgot to roll for advantage, or roll an advantage for you, because you can't see it.
It hit either way.
Right? Yeah. But it could have crit.
It did not.
That is a natural 20, my friend.
Oh.
Not even kidding.
What
First
the
roll,
fuck?
natural 20. I am rolling absolute rocks.
God. This
Wow.
Is tough.
Alright, so it definitely hits you. Ooh, and a 6 and a 2. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, I do math on my fingers. 11 damage you take as this thing bites down on your face. You are blinded and suffocated. That being said, you are not like a medium creature. This thing is like on your head. You're a wolf. You could still attack it if you wanted to. Or you can try and escape on your turn. The same way that Gorthan did. Okay? But it attaches itself to you and does that. And now it is your cat's turn. Your cat gonna do anything? Get out of the darkness, maybe? All my cats are asleep.
Can it
apparently.
cast Starry Wisp?
What does that do exactly? If you don't mind.
You launch a mote of light at one creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage, and until the end of your next turn, it emits dim light on a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition.
Oh shit. You know, because I dislike how low functionality the familiar actually is, how it's supposed to only be able to deliver touch spells and shit, I will let you do that.
Okay.
Okay? But
Sweet.
the way you would have to do it is like you have to ready it, so you have to cast it, and then it uses its reaction to set it off. Right?
Okay.
So basically what I'll allow you to do is when it comes to things that require line of sight, you can either use you or your familiar as a starting point. So, like, it can launch the same ranged attack spells as you.
Got it.
I'll allow that. So maybe a little OP. I could be wrong, but anyway.
So I just have to prepare it.
Yes. So basically, because
What's this V and
your
S?
cat is gonna go, your cat will ready its thing to do the spell,
Okay.
right? Then it's your Raven's turn. It just kind of hangs out in back. Now it's your turn. So now you can either attack this thing since it's biting right onto your face.
Right.
You can cast the spell, which will then just go off immediately. That being said, your cat can't see this thing either. So, like, ranged attack spells and stuff are going to be at disadvantage.
Can I just
Or you can try and escape with an
Could I
athletics
just
action.
cast Sorry, what's myself since I can cast it while I'm in a wild shape form?
You would be at disadvantage because you're casting a ranged spell at melee range. Does that make sense? So if you have like a touch spell, you wouldn't get that disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you would be able to cast it. You'd just be casting at disadvantage.
Okay.
Now, what you can do, because you can cast through your cat, you could like have it move back and target it. It's still going to get the disadvantage, but yeah. You got to get rid of this darkness somehow, is what it seems like.
16 plus 5. 3 plus 5.
8?
Mm-hmm.
So close.
Yeah.
Alright. Gorthan.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, because I need to know something for bookkeeping. Let's see here. Suffocation. Creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con mod. So what's your con mod as a dire wolf?
I have no fucking clue what that
Okay,
even
pull
is.
that up real fast, actually. We'll go here. Constitution mod +2. Right? So you can. It takes like 3 minutes for you to suffocate. It would take 30 rounds of this thing on your head.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna need to worry about that.
No.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gorthan kind of stands out there for a second and kind of.
Wait, didn't I get pack tactics? Couldn't I have taken advantage on a fucking roll?
You know what? Technically, you.
So I should have gotten that 16.
That would have been your first roll, right?
Yep.
I'll allow that.
Haha, fuck yeah.
Because your cat is like right there.
Yep.
Because technically, it is occupying the same space as you. So yes, I
Yes.
will allow that. That would have negated the disadvantage. So the first roll was
Was
a
16
16.
plus 5 is
That's
21.
That is a hit.
Welcome to the
Fuck
stream,
yeah.
Tony.
Yay,
Yo,
so glad you're
Tony.
here, Tony.
What's up? Happy holidays.
Yes, absolutely.
So yes, that is a hit. Beautiful. Very nice. So what's your damage? Because this is gonna matter. It's gonna really fucking matter here.
Let's see. Because that was the Starry Wisp. Damage is 1d8.
Okay. Because it's gonna take this damage, and then I have to make a check.
I need 1d8. I don't know.
Should have had a D8.
Yeah.
Anybody else get that reference? No.
I threw it on the ground.
V8 makes a really good base for chili.
Interesting.
Should have had a V8. Should have had a D8. Nobody else gets that reference.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Should have had it.
5.
5 damage.
Yep.
Okay. I need to make a DC 10 concentration check.
Fail. Fail.
Concentration is. What does it say?
37.
Take damage. Constitution save. Alright, so it gets a Constitution save, DC 10. I have +1 to this roll. Alright. And I rolled a natural 20!
Are you fucking switch dice with me?
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit, dude.
Those dice are I like these dice.
No,
These dice are amazing.
No, fuck off.
I'm not kidding. Like, I just rolled another natural fucking 20.
Yeah, I know.
That's insane, dude.
Fuck
That is
off.
nuts.
Here, you can have both of those
I was gonna
sets.
say, I love my fucking luck. That's insane.
No, bullshit.
Okay, so it is able to maintain concentration, unfortunately. Whatever this thing is.
Lovely. Oh.
So, Gorthan, what do you want to do?
What do I want to do? That is a great question.
Is it invisible?
No,
It is not invisible.
it's not.
Can I see it, or do I just see it
No.
like a cloud of darkness?
It is a cloud of darkness. It is like, actually, it is an orb. It is a sphere of darkness. You can make an Arcana check if you want to, but it takes an action.
What I can do here, because I don't have a lot that I can do.
Other than just move in and try and smack the shit out of it.
You know what? I'm sorry. Okay, this might hit you. We'll figure it out. Eldritch Blast.
Say the line, Warlock!
Eldritch Blast.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to be rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah. Hey, with that you've been rolling, I'll take it.
Now, you do have inspiration, remember. You
Yep.
get one at the beginning of every session. Inspiration would give you advantage, which would negate the disadvantage. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, we'll do that for this. Let's go ahead and light that.
Yeah?
Let's go ahead and light that. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Come on, look.
Let's see.
I
This
fucking
one,
quit.
ooh, this one's infused.
I fucking quit.
What'd
What
you
the
roll, buddy?
fuck?
3
Nice.
plus 2.
Very nice.
That's gonna smash right into him. I know it.
Thanks, nice knowing you,
no,
bud.
it just misses.
Yeah.
You're lucky. If you had rolled a natural 1,
I know.
that would have been a
blast
difference.
Okie.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
have
thanks.
All right, so this Eldritch Blast goes whizzing by.
And I imagine Gorthan just kind of like stands there with his book and it just kind of opens and the magic circle comes out and just kind of
Yes, I love that. I
into the
fucking love
darkness.
that.
It's just like a beam of energy and he goes,
This like purplish black. It's not like when I say purple, it's more like that black light
Yeah.
effect, like UV, like anti-light, moving into the darkness. It just
and I
vanishes.
connect to Oki with the awakened mind. Are you still okay? You alive? Did I hit you?
And-
Okay, I think. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
all right, so now it's this thing's turn again.
God. This thing.
This thing, and it starts to like crush Oki.
Yeah, get
Right.
that thing
What
off.
the
Attached
fuck?
to your face, right? While attached to the target, it gets to it can only attack the target, but it gets advantage.
Goddamn. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Change up my luck a little bit.
14 is not gonna hit because you're in beast form, right?
Yep,
Your minimum AC in beast form is 16.
it is.
So that miss it. It starts to like squeeze on your head, but it's not able to like actually squeeze in a place that does any damage.
Okay.
All right. Here's your inspiration, by the way. This one's infused.
Oh, lovely.
this thing is not able to do any damage, but it's still attached to you. Your cat. Do you want to kind of do the same thing, or?
Yep.
All right, so it's just kind of staying in space so that you get the advantage on the attack, basically, or whatever you're doing. All right. So then we would basically move right back to Oki's turn again.
Okay. Guess I'll just do the same thing.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to just bite? I mean,
Guess I can
you're
just-
using spell slots, right?
True.
Is that a cantrip? I think that's a first level spell that you were using. I mean, it makes sense. The whole like darkness thing. You thought maybe it was invisible. Stuff
No,
like that.
Starry Wisp is a cantrip.
Is it?
It is.
That's amazing. And you can cast it in fucking beast form.
Yes.
I don't know if you get advantage technically on the spell casting, just so you know. Also, I believe Direwolf has multi-attack.
Yeah.
No, it just has pack tactics.
Pack tactics, that's it.
But yeah, so you could do that, or you could make a bite attack. It's up to you.
Guess I'll just bite. And that's a +5, it looks like.
Yes, and once again, your disadvantage from being blinded is negated by your pack tactics. Because it does not say anywhere in pack tactics that this relies on your ability to actually see.
Yeah.
It just says it requires an ally within 5 feet of the enemy.
8 plus 5.
13. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I was on the wrong one. That is a hit. Very nice.
About fucking time.
So your damage. Oh, come on.
1d10 plus 3.
Yep.
Fuck's up with my dice rolling today.
9 plus 3.
9 plus 3.
Yep.
So 12 damage.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. You're starting to feel some blood trickle out of this thing, like from the inside, right? I gotta make another concentration check. Oh, that's a fail.
Good.
Alright. So, the darkness fades away. And this thing is revealed. This is a dark mantle.
Dark mantle.
Yes. So.
I can't lean forward no more.
No, you're good.
What? Oh, great. Love sound. So the dark mantle. I just wanted to bring it up and show this. Gotta move that right there. That is a dark mantle.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's what a dark mantle looks like. That's what it was doing to you,
Fuck
right?
that thing.
Looks like an upside down. It looks like an octopus,
Yeah.
but it like hangs from the ceiling and looks like a stalactite.
Fuck that thing.
So yeah. Go back to this. Refresh. So yeah, that is a dark mantle.
Cool.
And This thing is still attached to this dire wolf, right? But the darkness has dissipated.
Okay. It's gonna seem like a weird question. How heavy is it?
How heavy is it? Are you trying to use the mage hand or something?
Yeah.
It's not an unoccupied object. Sorry. Mage hand is not going to work. Does not work on creatures. Maybe after you kill it. I will allow on a technical basis, corpses are objects for the purposes of certain spells and spell-like abilities, but
Then fucking
no necrophilia on this stream. Trust me.
No.
That shit's gross. No, people are nasty.
fucking, we're just gonna Eldritch Blast right at like its head, trying to like miss the dire wolf. Best
Do
we
it
can.
up. Not a problem.
12 plus 2, so 14.
It's a hit.
Fuck
You
yeah.
fucking. So you're standing there. Gordon's standing there. He's got this book like hovering above his hand, right? Open, and the pages are kind of like fluttering, and this. What was like the? What is it like a? Like in Full Metal Alchemist,
Yeah.
kind of like the alchemy sigils that they would have to draw, right? It's like something like that pops up in front of you, and it's got this like weird eldritch symbol in the middle of it, and Gorthan just keeps like, and this fucking energy just shoots out of the other side.
It was like the energy slingshot. Just
Yes. Yeah,
Nice.
that's fucking dope.
he does 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Alright, well this thing only had 5 health.
Hell yeah.
So you blast this thing, and it goes, like, it falls off of Oki and lands to the floor, just kind of like ragdolls off of her. Very nice.
Oh.
Very nice. You guys have defeated a Dark Mantle.
Yay.
Pretty fucking brutal.
Hell yeah.
How much damage you guys take?
I only took that, so I'm down to 15. I took that 9 points of damage.
Because you gain 9 temporary hit points when you shapeshift. So add that on top of whatever your regular hit points was. Did you take damage?
11, yeah. Just took
Yeah.
11 points.
So you would basically only be down 2.
2,
No, 9.
9, 10, 11, 2.
So 2.
So I'd
You'd
be
be
at
down 2
19.
health. As long as you're in wild shape. If you come out of wild shape, then you can. That'll like that temporary hit points will come back again if you shapeshift again
Okay.
into like a different form, whatever. You get that every time. Okay, so now you guys are kind of ready to move forward.
Yep.
So, where do you guys move up to about here? See here, I'll fix this in a second. And then we will reveal. This.
My back is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to stand up.
Probably help. I mean, if you've been sitting for too long, that's gonna hurt.
Probably would be a bad idea to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can definitely take one here in just a second if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Alright, so you guys move forward just enough to kind of get a sense that there's a couple of different ways you could go, but also that there's a creature over here that you can hear and see. How are you guys going to proceed? Do you want to proceed stealthily? Are you gonna go at it.
Stealthily.
Because when you look at it, it looks like a giant centipede.
Oh,
And by giant, I mean like the size of a person.
yeah.
So, pretty big.
I'm just gonna Eldritch blast it.
So you want to just immediately start combat with it? You can do that.
Yeah, let's do it when we come back.
All right, cool. So you guys see this giant centipede, and Gorthan raises his book. What the fuck do you call
The
that?
arcane circle.
The arcane circle or whatever pops up in front of the book and he goes to blast it. And we will be back. And by that I mean we're basically just gonna like stay on this time because we're doing an extra long stream. But we're gonna like take a break and like get up and move around and stuff. So yeah. We're just not gonna be playing D&D for a few minutes. And if you want to mute your mics, feel free. But... So, how's your guys' holiday going?
Not too bad.
Good. I got up, I'd say I woke up about 8 o'clock, 8:30 this morning. No, it's about 7:45 actually, because we went down to Envy at 8:15. And we were able to get in and be one of the first 100 customers, right? Me and my dad both. So we got like 4 free pre-roll. We each got an Easter basket of like 4 free pre-rolls and some like coupons in Easter baskets and stuff, right? Things like that. But I picked up some dabs and some pre-rolls also. My dad got like a card, I think. Yeah. That thing is burning slow. Yeah. Okay. Some fresh air. We can open it up a little bit. I mean, considering that you just fell down the stairs, you know if you're not feeling well and you want to go lay down, that is priority 1. That is totally fine. Because we can transition over to playing some Schedule 1 if we want to.
100% we can. I can run home and...
I have that laptop here.
Oh, cool.
So you can just sign into Steam on that and we can transition over to playing some Schedule 1.
If we want to talk about our web store drops real quick, I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
we can take the pictures and whatever, but we'll let them know, like, hey, this.
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
just
still
unmute your mic.
Okay,
And,
I didn't-
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're still out.
Yeah, we're still. I never.
So, one of the things we've been preparing for 420, printed to order and Nights Up Late, both have been doing some really cool stuff for 420.
Yep.
I have, if you know, our dragon skull from our table. One of you guys are going to be able to purchase one. I'm working really hard on it. It's going to be even better painted than the one that's on our table. I'm super excited for all of y'all to see it.
So we're gonna have a web store. We were hoping to be able to launch everything live today, but it will be this week, probably. Let's say Tuesday, because that's 4/22.
Yep.
So
There we go.
And as stoners, it's also 420.
yeah, that's also 4/20. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So
Beautiful.
that will be ready. Well, let's just do 4/20 on 4/22. So 4:20 p.m. Everything will be live in our web store, found at jointcommittee.tv. There'll be a little shopping cart. Make sure you check it out. Some of the things that we have. Rob's been making items.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I got
Oh yeah. These guys are out here making shit. Lazy fuck.
And then I went through and made dice for.
Here, hand them over so I can show.
There's
everybody
Dave.
how fucking cool these are. Right?
And then here's the.
Like Ash said, we're gonna launch a web store. We'll have pictures of all these products and.
Here's
so
the
you can
dice for
order.
those. Obviously, like, I still have to paint dice, but I fell down some steps and it kind of ruined my day
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah.
It is understandable.
Matching dice set. It's friggin' awesome.
With a tray for whatever you wish to use it for.
Yep, it can be a dice rolling tray, or it can be a tray for whatever else.
Here's Speak Now. There's a tray for that.
So these are all like themed
from
dice.
each of the albums.
Gorgeous purple and white, almost like a quartz. These are gorgeous dice. Hey, little man. My cat decided to finally show us. One of my cats finally decided to show his face.
Fearless album.
Kitty. Sleepy kitty. What's up, big man?
I'm getting hungry. You getting hungry?
I can eat. Yeah.
So then we got.
Yep. Kitty.
Fearless. Speak. Did you show this one? There's Fearless.
Oh, kitty wants to go.
Speak Now. Red.
Show us the cat. The dice are awesome. That's what the cat said.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, and these are all like made to order too.
Yep. More
And
red.
like I said, these will be available on the.
On
the
our
web store. Oh yeah.
So yeah, all of the albums, all of inspired by the mother herself. So you know, let me know what your favorites are. Yeah, and then there's also round ones that come with a clip as well. So all of that stuff will be on there Tuesday.
Hell yeah. Moving and shaking. Moving and shaking.
Doing cool things. Doing
Yep.
cool things.
Hell yeah.
Cool shit.
So, but yeah, we got Reputation, all sorts of fun ones.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna take an actual intermission now for a minute, and we will be back in probably like 10 minutes with some Schedule 1. So, see you then.